everybody, Jewel Mayberry back with another super cool astrology video, and I'm finishing up my Venus through Partners Houses series today with Venus in Partners 12th house. So this is a Synastry video, and Synastry is the study of two people together. So when we put two birth charts, next to each other, on top of each other, we can see how two people relate to each other on a day-to-day basis. So this is different than composite charts. Composite charts are a different series. We'll get to that next. So synastry, it means to star together. So when people come around us, they affect us a certain way, and they make us feel a certain way, and usually it's permanent, unless the other person makes like a drastic change. People are very much like transits. When they come near us, they affect us in a certain way. So this is why we're quite different around one person than we are around a different person, because we strike each other differently depending on where our planets are in relation to each other. That is synastry. So Venus is the planet of love, self-esteem, what we value, our artistic nature, our sensuality. It describes our social relating, our style of dealing with money and what we value. And in synastry, it's a lot about love. And the 12th house, this is the house of the unconscious. This is the house of hidden things that are hidden from us. House of spirituality, ascension, the collective unconscious. Big things are found here. It's originally ruled by Pisces, this house, so it's a very deep and originally watery house, and we don't have a lot of knowledge what's going on in our 12th house generally, until you go to an astrologer and they tell you it's in there. It's like, oh my gosh, I had no idea. But generally, we don't know what's going on there. We have a vague sense, and the more introspection that we do throughout our lives, the more we look inwards and get to know ourselves, the more we can really come to know what is going on in that 12th house of the unconscious. So it is a very important, very nebulous, very difficult house to understand. And when it is contacted in synastry, it's a very sensitive place to have anybody's energy. We tend to act a bit irrationally when we have somebody's planets in our 12th house, because they bring up a lot of hidden, buried psychology that we then have to deal with. So it's more of a relationship that is, based on, becoming whole when we have a lot of 12th house activity. So there is a lot of unconditional love between two people when we have Venus coming into another person's 12th house, because this is the planet of love coming into the house that it originally, it does really well in. Venus loves to be in Pisces. Venus understands the things of the 12th house. So there's a natural affinity when we have Venus in somebody's 12th house, and the house person feels very accepted, understood, and there's a real dreamy quality kind of to the relationship. The house person, feels like they have met somebody who can finally get them. And the Venus person activates the house person's hidden talents. Their artistic nature really comes to the surface when they are around the Venus person. They can feel, that is okay to be themselves. It is okay to express, those feminine, dreamy qualities within, the presence of the Venus person. And, Venus can see the house person as mysterious, secretive, vague, because this is the house of the unconscious, and the 12th house person isn't going to have a real grasp on what is going on there in their 12th house. They just know that they feel a certain way around the Venus person, and the 12th house person can have a hard time even verbalizing or expressing their feelings of love towards the Venus person because they may not even know what they are. It's hard to put our finger on what's going on in the 12th house. We have a vague feeling, but it's hard to come to any kind of solid knowledge of what's going on there. You know, Venus, a lot of times, this can be an indication of a secret romance. Venus, a lot of times, can secretly love the house person. This can be an indication, you know, Venus in another person's 12th house can be an indication of secret affair. It can be an indication of a relationship that's hidden in some fashion, or there's like an atmosphere of secrecy surrounding it. Or, you know, sometimes it can actually, you know, show a relationship that has a lot of secrets within it. And the house person, the danger in this placement is that the house person needs to be aware and be careful that there is a chance that they could be deceived in some form, in some manner, from the Venus person. It is not unusual to see that going on in some form. So they need to just keep their eyes open, because really when somebody's Venus comes into our 12th house, we don't have a lot of, you know, we aren't rational about it. We just want to, you know, throw all in with them. And, you know, we need to, you know, hold back a little bit and make sure, you know, that what we're getting into is what we're really after. So this is my analysis of Partners Venus and Other Partners 12th House. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe to my channel, and I'll be back with more super cool videos. You can find me on Facebook at Truth in Aspect Astrology, and on the internet at truthinaspectastrology.com. Yes, I do consultation. I specialize in partners and sinistry, love and intimacy relationship astrology. So I'll be back soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.